Hello everybody and welcome back to the Detroit Tigers franchise rebuild here on Cardboard Cutouts. And we are rolling right along as we move into the month of August. And in this video we are going to take a look at our acquisitions of the trade deadline. And first up is Zack Greinke. He is going to be getting the start against the Boston Red Sox. So we're going to look at Greinke here. He's 9-5 on the year, 3.49 ERA with a 1.11 WHIP. He's pretty much a mini upgrade in everything we have right now in our rotation, so we'll see what he does. First up is Kevin Newman on a 2-1 count. He's going to send a chopper to second. That will be fielded by Martinez, who's now playing second, and throws the first for out number 1. Next up will be Romelu Topia, and he's first pitch swinging. He's going to send a ball to right field. This is pretty well hit, but it's going to die right at the warning track, and that's going to be caught for out number 2. Next up is Xander Bogaerts. He has a 2-2 count. He sends another pretty decently hit ball to center field, but that will be ran down as well, and that is going to end the inning. So we're going to jump ahead to the top of the second. Rafael Devers is up to bat now, 0-1 count. Hard hit ball, and that's gets knocked down by Nunez, who picks it up and throws it to Greinke, who is covering first for out number 1. Next up, the power hitter, Martinez. He has a 1-2 count, and he swings through strike 3. He's going to strike out for out number 2. Next up, Seth Brown, and he's going to be first pitch swinging here, a chopper to first. Nunez knocks it down, picks it up, and makes the play himself to end the second inning. So on to the bottom of the second, Brad Keller has shut our offense down, and Jario Gonzalez is going to step into bat with 2 outs, sends a ball to right center. That one's trouble, and it gets down. It's going to one-hop the fence. Gonzalez is hustling. He's not stopping at second. He's going to run it all the way to third as he gets himself a triple to keep this inning alive. So that'll bring up Akil Baddoo. Can he hit him in? He has a 3-0 count, and he watches ball 4. We're going to have men on the corners now. That's going to bring up Sean Durant, and I wanted to show his splits here. 246 against left, 291 against right-handed pitchers for 274 overall. He's had himself a pretty good year after taking over the starting catcher role after Ramos was traded. So let's see what he can do with the 1-1 count. He's going to get jammed a little bit. That's going to go in foul territory, and that's an easy catch to end the threat. So on to the top of the 4th. Kevin Newman is going to stand in again. And the pitch on an 0-1, and that is a long home run to left field. Newman is going to give the Red Sox a 1-0 lead here. Next up, Ramall Tapia with a 0-1 count, and he is going to send a line drive to left center. That's going to get down and get past Reyes as he can't run it down. Tapia is going to round second and head to third, and he's going to have himself a triple to start off this inning as well. Next up, Xander Bogaerts. He's first pitch swinging. He sends a line drive to right. That gets down, and that's going to roll all the way to the wall. And Bogaerts is going to have himself an RBI double. 2-0 Red Sox. Next up, Rafael Devers. He's going to send a ball to center field. That hangs up there a little bit as Reyes camps underneath and makes the catch and holds the runner at second. Next up is Martinez. He's first pitch swinging. Line drive to left field, and that gets down. Gonzalez comes up throwing to the plate, and that is not in time. The runner will score. 3-0 Boston here in the 4th. So next up, Seth Brown, 1-2 count. He swings at strike 3 for out number 2. One more out to get out of this inning, which brings up Odor, and he sends a no-doubter to right field. That one is gone, and Boston is going to take a 5-0 lead here. This inning has fallen apart for Greinke. So we still have to get an out here as Vasquez stands into the plate. 0-2 count. That one's the left field, and that one hangs up there for Reyes. He's going to camp underneath of it and finally end the 4th. So on to the bottom of the 5th as we still haven't scored a run. Gonzalez leads off the innings, a 2-1 count, and he sends a ball deep to right field. That one is gone. That is Gonzalez's 3rd of the year, 421 feet, as he puts the Tigers on the board and gives us a little bit of a spark we needed. So on to the top of the 6th as we get nothing else. Greinke's still on the mound. Xander Bogaerts leads off the inning. He's going to send a ball deep to center field. Victor Reyes running back, and that's over his head. That's going to roll to the deepest part of Comerica Park, And Bogarts is running to third, and he's going to have himself a lead-off triple. So after that, we've decided to bring in Tyler Alexander. He's thrown 63 innings of relief this year. He has a 3.43 ERA, not too bad. His first task is Rafael Devers. He's going to pop him up to pretty well hit center field. Richard Reyes circles and comes up throwing, and that throw is nowhere near in time as the run scores easily from third, 6-1 now. Next up, JD Martinez with the 0-1 count, and he's going to hit a hard ball to right field, but right to Nunez for out number 2. Seth Brown will stand in now, and he's going to be first pitch swinging. He's not ready for this inning to be over. He's going to send a ball up the middle, and that's going to roll all the way to the warning track as Victor Reyes runs it down, and Brown is going to have himself a double. Next up, Odor. He sends a line drive to right field, and that gets by a right fielder all the way to the wall. The run is going to score from second, and Odor is going to have himself a double as well to make it 7-1. Next up is Vasquez. He sends a liner to center field, where Victor Reyes will get there, and we're finally going to get out of this inning, but not before a 7-1 Boston lead. Running out of time now as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Harold Castro is going to lead us off with 3-1 count. Sends the ball back up the middle, and that's going to find some grass, and Castro is going to have himself a lead-off single. That'll bring up Nelson Cruz, 1-0 count. He's also going to send a ball up the middle for a single, but Castro's not stopping at second. He's running all the way to third. He makes it in there, and we're going to have men on the corners, no outs. That'll bring up Bob Montez next. He's going to hit a ball to about medium right field, but it's going to be caught. We sent the runner at first, but we bring him back, and we should have let him go. We probably would have scored, but we erred on the side of caution. That'll bring up Renato Nunez now. He's in the chopper to shortstop, which is fielded, thrown on to second, thrown on to first, and they get an inning double play, and we lose our chance to score a run as we held the runner up. So we're going to look at our other deadline acquisition in Nick Goody. He's pitched 5 games for us this year, only 5 innings, and he hasn't a lot of run yet. So we'll see what we can do. Hopefully this can be a reliever of the future for us. He'll face off against Johan Maesis, and he's going to send a ball, and it's going to get past Nunez at first. That's going to roll out there. Radu throws it in, but Maesis is going to have himself a stand-up double to lead off the inning. Now, Kevin Newman stands in, 1-2 count, sends a ball to left field, and this one is going to get out of the ballpark. Boston is going to tack on another couple runs here on Newman's 5th of the year, and that is Goody's first couple runs he's allowed. Next up, Ramall Tapia. He swings through strike number 3 for out number 1. Next up, Xander Bogaerts, 1-1 count, a hard hit ball up the middle, but Montez fields it, throws it on to first for out number 2. Next up, Rafael Devers, 1-2 count, hard hit ball to the left side of the infield, and the only person over there to make the catch, Candelario, snags it for out number 3. And coincidentally, Candelario is up to bat here at 1-0 count, sends a ball to right field, and that one is gone! Candelario hits his 23rd of the year, 353 feet to right, but unfortunately with a 9-2 lead, this may be a little bit too little, too late. We'll have to see what happens the rest of the way. So Gonzalez stands in again, 2 for 2 on the day, hard hit ball up the middle, and that gets through. Gonzalez is going to have himself a 3-hit day, and he's 1 double away from a cycle. That brings up Akil Baddoo, a grounder to shortstop, a fancy flip to second, thrown on to first, and the bases are cleared with that double play to give him 2 outs. That'll bring up Sean Durant next, last chance of this inning, 0-2 count, and he chases a bad pitch out of the zone, and that ends the inning. Now on to the 8th, Gerson Moreno's in to pitch. He struck out Jario Martinez for the first out, but Seth Brown is going to hit a ball deep to left center. That's going to bounce off against the wall. Richard Reyes runs it down, throws it into the cutoff man. Brown isn't stopping at second, and he gets in there just before the throw, and he'll have himself a triple. Now Odor's up in a little bit of a jam for Moreno, but Moreno's going to get Odor to pop out to just behind the infield, and Montez makes the catch, and that's out number 2. Can Moreno get out of the jam? Vasquez up the bat, and he swings through strike 3. Moreno gets him and strands a runner at third. On to the bottom of the 8th, Harold Cashel stands in now with 1 out. He sends a hanging ball to right field, and that just sneaks over the wall. And that's going to be 9-3 Boston on Cashel's 6th of the year. Now on to the bottom of the 9th. Gonzalez has a chance to hit for the cycle, man on second, but he is going to pop out behind the plate, and that'll be out number 2. Baddoo stands in as their last chance. Ground ball to the right side, and that gets through. The runner's going to hold at third, but we're going to have men on the corners with 2 outs. That'll be up Sean Durant, and he will strike out again. He's had a rough day at the plate today, and Boston hangs on to win this one 9-3. So, kind of silver linings, though, is a young guy, and Jario Gonzalez has a really good day at the plate. It's nice to see he's found his bat. He's kind of struggled every time we've brought him up. But if he does this 3-for-4 home run with a triple and an RBI, he's going to find himself a lot more playing time going forward. So we're going to jump into the last game of the month of August, and we're going to face off against the Texas Rangers as they put on Kyle Cody on the mound. He's making his 4th start of the year with a .92 ERA and a 1.37 whip. He's off to a very hot start. So Victor Reyes will lead us off. He stands in with a 2-2 count, and he's going to pop it out to just back to the mound. The third baseman will race in, and that'll be out number 1. Next up, Harold Cashel, who's had a much bigger role after the trade deadline, and he's going to send a ball to left field, but that is going to be easily camped underneath, and that'll be out number 2. Nelson Cruz stands in with the full count now, and he will swing through strike 3, as he's had a very rough year ever since we've signed him. Now, the last game of the year happens to be a Greinke start, as well as Kiner Falafel stands in. He's going to send a ball to right field as Gonzalez will run that down for out number 1. Next up is Steele Walker. He has an 0-2 count. He sends a ball to left field, and that is going to drop in there. This is going to be a little bit of a blooper, but Walker is not stopping. He hustles into second, so the throw's not in time. He'll have himself a double. Next up, Michael Papierski. He sends a ball to left field, but that is easily camped underneath by Deathridge. He'll make the catch and hold the runner at second. Next up is Apostle with a 1-2 count, and he is frozen by the changeup. Strike 3, and that will end the first. So we're going to move to the top of the 3rd. Sean Durant is going to stand in with an out, and he's going to send a ball to right field, and that one is down, and that one's going to skip and go out for a ground rule double. And you saw the right fielder just stop, and look at this. This takes away a triple from Durant, as no one was out there to get the ball, and it just bounces and has enough skip to get over the wall. Then after Victor Reyes fly out, Harold Cashel stands in, and that is going to be a single to left field, but Durant does not stop at third. He's running home, and he is thrown out at the plate. What a throw there by the left fielder as he denies us a run. So we're going to move to the bottom of the 4th. This is where it all fell apart for Greinke in the last game. Michael Papierski will lead it off. He sends a little fly ball to shortstop, and that is caught for out number 1. Next up is Apostle again. 0-1 count. He hits a hard ball up the middle, and that's going to find some grass as he'll have himself a single. Next up is Jason Dominguez, and he hits a hard hit ball to right, and he'll have himself a single as they have 2 men on with 1 out. Now Jason Martinez up to bat. 0-1 count. That ball's in the dirt and gets away from Durant, and he cannot recover and make the play. The runners both move into scoring position. Later in the bat, and he's going to hit a grounder to first. Nunez makes the play, and the runners hold as there are now 2 outs. Zach Greinke is 1 pitch away from getting out of this as Martinez stands into the bat. 0-1 count, and Greinke makes the pitch, and Deathridge makes the catch to end the inning and end the threat. And that'll take us to the top half of the 5th inning as Bach Deathridge stands in to lead us off, and he's going to send a ball to right center, and that is a no-doubt home run. You love to see that. You make a play in the half inning, and you come up and lead off, and you hit a home run. After you make a play, even if it's just a routine catch like that, you're so ready to hit, and Brock Deathridge does not miss that ball, his 2nd of the year, and gives the Tigers a 1-0 lead. Now on to the bottom of the 5th. Nick Solax up to bat, a little fly to right field, but Jario Gonzalez takes a bad route to the ball, and that gets down. And Solax does not stop at second. He's going to have himself a leadoff triple here. So that'll bring up Jose Trevino with a chance to tie this game 2-1 count. That is medium center field. Victor Reyes gets behind it, sets up, and he throws to the plate. And the runner is out! What a throw from Reyes there. He gets behind it, sets his feet, and makes the throw. That's an awesome double play. Unconventional, but we'll take it any way we can get as we get another look at the tag. Not only a good throw, but a good tag by Durant. So on to the top of the 7th is Jeimer Candelario stands in. Still a 1-0 lead, 0-2 count, and he doesn't miss. This one is way back there. The right fielder doesn't even move. That is Candelario's 30th of the year, 417 feet, and we have just been hitting the ball hard all day. I didn't show a lot of it, but we have been hitting hard all day long. Now, still in the 7th, 2 outs now. Gonzalez up to bat, 2-1 count, and he sends a ball to left center. That gets down and rolls all the way to the wall. Gonzalez is going to make his way into second for a double to keep the inning alive. Now, Sean Durant, 1-1 count, and hits a ball up the middle. Gonzalez is running hard. He breaks for a home, and the throw is nowhere near, and Gonzalez will score. Durant will have himself a RBI single. Now on to the bottom of the 8th. Greinke is going for the complete game shutout, but Solax has another idea. He sends a ball to center field, and that gets into the bullpen, and the Rangers will make it a 3-2 game on Solax's 16th of the year. So after the home run, we decide why not look at Nick Goody again. He's gotten into a couple more games after we last saw him, and his ERA is still really good at .15, but he's also only pitched 12 innings. So his first up, it will be Jose Trevino, 2-0 count, who sends a little flare to right. That'll find some grass, and that'll get himself a single. Next up, Kiner Falafel, I think that's how you say it, but he sends a ball deep to center field. Victor Reyes will run it down, though, and the runner will retreat back to first, 1 out. Next up, Steele Walker, and he has a hard hit ball to Candelario at third, who throws it to second, who throws it to first, and we get an inning-ending double play. Now, on to the top of the 9th. After a walk to Deathridge, Gonzalez is up to bat, and he decides he's going to get himself into the home run fun. He sends a ball to left field, his 4th of the year, and the Tigers are going to go up 5-1. Now, on to the bottom of the 9th. Moreno will come in to pitch. He'll face off against Papierski, who hits a ball to the third baseline. Candelario sliding stop, gathers himself, throws to first for the out. Next up is Apostle with a 1-2 count, and he'll swing through strike 3. That'll give us 2 outs. Next up, Dominguez has a last chance for the Rangers, and he sends the ball to left. That will get down and roll to the wall. Dominguez has really good speed, but we'll be able to hold him at second. So that'll bring up Jason Martin, 0-1 count, and he is going to pop it out. Shallow infield, camped under by Candelario, and the Tigers take this one 5-1. But this is a young guy show, as Gonzalez gets player of the game, 2 for 4 with the home run, but Candelario 2 for 4 home run, Deathridge 1 for 3 home run, and Durant is 3 for 4. You love to see that, especially if you're not going to make the playoffs, is that your young guys come in and really start to take over. But like I said, that game wraps up the month of August. We ended up going 16-14, and it's just another one of those months for us. A little bit of good, a little bit of bad. We start off by almost getting swept by the Rays, and then almost getting swept by the Twins, and then almost sweeping the Pirates. And you know, we almost sweep a 4-game series against the Rangers, and then ended up getting swept by the Cardinals. But I think we're becoming a little bit more consistent. I think the 9 runs scored by Boston is the most we gave up this month, which is a really good step forward for our pitching. It's our hitting that is kind of the problem. We get guys on base, but then we hit into a lot of double plays that erase any traffic we have. And it's just something we got to work on to be more consistent, getting those timely hits. But that is going to do it for this episode. The next episode is going to be the September call-up, so we'll start off by taking look at a couple guys who could potentially make the roster. We'll see what they got. But we are going to wrap this episode up. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know who I should bring up for the call-ups. And I hope you like this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you are a subscriber, you can send me a prospect, and we can see what we can do to add them into next year's draft, and we can follow along on some of their progress and see what we can do with that. But we'll catch you next time here on Cardboard Cutouts.